Aldermen, City Council. Y'all have hired me as chief back on February 2020. This board named me to be the next police chief, and with that understanding and my training background that I possess, I was allowed to shape this department and know who I wanted, know who I wanted to let go and didn't. And with that being said, we have structured a good department. Now, during the meetings, I clearly expressed that I would keep the board and aldermen informed on things that were happening inside the city and hold me accountable for the things that are not, and that assume that it's growing in this department. Now, during those times, there was a lot of information sharing. When the height of COVID was rampant, information was spreading that Lazy Boy was shutting down, and the city stated that we're losing revenue. During that time, budget sessions were at this department was cut, $150,000. The police department was starting to lose its staff, and that we started hiring part-time more than that we can save on paying insurance and save the city money, not to hire full-time people, just more part-time. As we all know, most part-time people has full-time jobs, and that they can't come in the shift, and the shift may be liable or short-staffed, and as well as full-time officers taking vacation. Now, here at this last board meeting, several citizens came to the board addressing their concern, and rightly so. But something stuck with me, you know, during that last meeting. It was stated that people heard gunshots, and we responded to those calls. But the thing that struck me was that everybody heard the shots, but nobody said what they saw. That's the thing. And as during patrol, you know, we can go out, find out exactly what's what, and do what needs to be done. And so, you know, when officers respond to a call, they have to, you know, just find out exactly what information that the dispatch gave them. They have to go on that information. Now, during several occasions, I have asked the board for help in retaining officers, you know, to be competitive with other cities such as Decatur, who's paying their officers at $16 an hour. I've asked for a lot of things, and you know, to make this city even safer for our citizens, and try to get the technology to build to keep this city safe. But I told that the city is broke, just like Mr. Bob just said recently, and they said that the taxes haven't come in. And again, I asked the same question: what's the price on safety? So now it's amazing that people say they back the blue, tell the police how to do their job, but no one wants to do the jobs. When the citizen comes to the board and complain about what the police department isn't doing, and the chief takes on the criticism, and rightly so, yes, he should be held accountable. But now when the chief comes to complain about issues that affect the betterment of our city and our officers' safety, it falls on deaf ears. So furthermore, you know, I recommend and challenge the citizen that they look at every record minutes and which the public records, and see how many times that I've asked for help to better the city and for the safety issues. My only concern is that, you know, I'm a taxpayer as well, and that, you know, upon the recommendation of termination, so what happens when you get a new chief? Is the new chief gonna have the stuff that he needs to work with, the people that he have to better protect this city? I mean, I'm just asking. And so, you know, but I'm proud that my mayor and my city aldermen stand behind me. I appreciate it, and I'm gonna do my very best to make sure that we do what's safe and to make the citizens safe in the city. And so, you know, it's easy to sit here and ask for termination. And I'll ask, what is the legal reason behind the termination? What's the legal reason? I want to know the legal reason. Not just because you're in your feelings. I want to know the legal reason.
I think you deserve an answer to that.
And I'm waiting on an answer. What's the legal reason? Okay, yes, sir. But still, what's the legal reason? You can say at will all day long, Alderman. You can say at will all day long, but what is the legal reason? Legal. Legal.
Can't say legals.
Okay, what's the legal? Okay, but what's the legal? The legal is not because I have a bad hair day. The legal is that my pants is not, you know, rightly fitting. But what's the legal reason? This is something that you're talking about, lawsuits and all this stuff and all this stuff. Okay, you can do it on a state level, But what happens when you go to federal court and give that same reason? Because it's an at will. What's the legal precedent? Okay, but still.
Now, all of us may not agree on here, and we
Okay,
obviously
but
don't.
hey, but that same thing can apply to you, Mr. Bob.
That's right.
That same thing can apply to you. Your performance, and your reasoning for protecting the city. Your job could be questioned. Can the citizen write a petition to go ahead and remove you out? Not wait till voting time, just because on your performance. So that would be their legal reason to write a petition and say, okay, Bob Bridges is gone, Dan Moncrief is gone, Tamika Drummond is gone, Eric McCaffrey is gone. What's the legal reason? Now, y'all, I'm gonna tell you up front. Now, you're not dealing with no dummy. You're not dealing with no dummy. I'm telling you straight up. So, and like I said, and I appreciate the opportunity. I appreciate it. But like I said, tell me the legal reason why you want the termination. It's just not because you're in your feelings. Okay, thank you. That's my comment. That's what I needed to say.